Hello everyone, welcome to part 112 of Laravel 10 series in which we're getting the e-commerce website. So we'll continue working on the shopping cart, and in this video we are going to update the card items quantity via Ajax. Okay, so see, I'm going to close the windows, the unwanted windows. Okay, so just I will open the shopping cart as well as the database of our project. Okay, so here you can see the shopping cart. So we want to update its quantity without the refresh of page. Here the prices will update, and also the subtotal as well as the grand total without the refresh of the page. Okay, so let's start working on this thing. So see here, I'm going to close the files first and we'll reopen one by one. Like, I'm going to work on card blade file. Okay, so here first thing is that we will create the another file that will be the card items blade file. Okay, so in that file I'm going to put this main content, everything of this one. See, we will leave header and footer that we will put in this card blade file, and in card items blade file we are going to put these items. We will put the header, and also we're going to put this apply coupon and subtotal as grand total for now. Okay, later on we will see that if in case we require to update, then we will do that, but right now we are going to do this. Okay, so I'm simply going to save this file with one more file, and that will be named as car underscore items. Okay, I'm going to name it like car underscore items, and I'm also going to open that previous file, cardblade file. Okay, now there are two files with the same content, but here we are going to modify the content here, as this file, this card items file, will only have the app content, the middle content of the app, of this div app content. Okay, so what we are going to do, here also I'm going to just do like this, and now I am going to remove this one, this middle content I'm going to remove, and here I'm going to include this new file. Okay, here I'm going to include this file, include uh, front products, and this file that we have put there, card items. Okay, like this. So also I'm going to add one id here, that later on we are going to use this id append card items, that we are going to append with this id, like when we will refresh this one, so only this part will get refreshed. Okay, so that's why append card items id we will add here. Okay, so here only this middle content will come, and now this will not come here. I'm going to remove this one, and also I'm going to remove this one app content also, it's already there. So I'm also going to remove this one as well. Okay, I'm going to remove from here this one as well as this one. Okay, only this middle content will be here. Okay, section 1, section 2, as well as the section 3, only these sections we are going to keep here in the card items. Okay, so I'm going to format it like this. Okay, so now our content is ready. Now what we are going to do, here I'm going to open this one. This one is the upper content, that's fine, home card, that we will not refresh though, and that shopping cart, that's fine. And here the main thing is that we are going to work is the middle content where the products are coming. Okay, so here I'm going to see that we want to work on this one, this quantity. So here I come. Okay, so this part we are going to modify. We will add some classes and id, so that every time if the user will click on this plus sign, our jQuery function, we are going to call our jQuery function in the case of plus or minus, so that we will call that function and will update the quantity via Ajax. Okay, so we are going to do one thing here. Here I'm going to add one jQuery function class that we are going to call with that class. Okay, so I'm going to add that. I'm going to name it like update card item. Okay, update card item, and also one more class is required, and that I'm going to use that. I'm going to make it like in case of minus qtyMinus. Okay, like this. So I'm going to copy this one, and in case of plus as well, quantic update card item, and here I'm going to use that qtyPlus. Okay, see, we are going to use them later on. Okay, and here also in input we are sending the value, that's fine. Okay, so here two more things we're going to send here. One is the card id and another one is the product quantity. Okay, so here we will mention like data card id. In card id we are going to send the card id dollar item, then id, like this. Okay, so I'm going to put it in quotes like this. Okay, and one more thing we are going to send, that is the data quantity. Okay, data product quantity, it is the product quantity, and we are going to uh, add here the product quantity as well. Okay, we are going to use it as well. Okay, like this. So here I'm going to copy these two, and I'm going to paste it here, 20 plus, like this. Data card id and data quantity, we are going to place it like this, and other things are fine, seems to be fine. Okay, so now we are going to add this function, jQuery function, update card item function in custom.js. I'm going to open this file at the front and going to add this function here. After add to card, I am going to add this function here. Okay, here I will just comment it, update card items quantity. Okay, like this. And here I'm going to write that function, document dot on click. On click event, we are going to call this this class. On the click of this class, we are going to call this function. Okay, first of all we are going to check whether this function is working or not. Debugging is very important in jQuery. When we are using the jQuery, then we need to make sure that it's working fine. I think it's gone out of loop, that's why it is showing like this. I'm going to add the products once again. Okay, for now I'm going to add one product, view card. And okay, so here also we are required to add this one. I'm going to add here card items at the top here as well. Okay, okay, so now I'm going to refresh it and you can see it's working fine. Okay, I think I can remove it from here for the time being. I think this one is not required here now, and you can see yes, it's not required there. Okay, so now you can see we will just click on this one and see the test is working fine in both cases. So our jQuery function is working fine here, so we can move further. I'm going to remove this alert test. Okay, so first case is if we will click on the plus button. Okay, I'm going to pick the plus button here, dollar this has class. I'm going to use the has class here, and in has class I'm going to use this fa plus. Like if the user clicks on this fa plus, then we are going to get quantity. First of all I'm going to get quantity and then we'll sum up by 1. Okay, here I'm going to get the quantity. First of all, variable quantity equal to dollar this dot data quantity. Okay, there we are passing this one like this, and after that we are going to increase. But first of all we are going to check that whether the quantity is coming here, the quantity that is coming like this one. So when I click on plus, the one must alert. So I'm going to refresh it once. Okay, and see, click on plus, then one is coming, that is fine. Okay, and we are also coming inside this fa plus when we click on plus. And now this, I'm going to remove this one, and here we will increase the quantity by 1. Increase the quantity by 1. Okay, now we are going to increase the quantity by 1. New quantity, I'm going to take another variable, new quantity. Here the percent, we are required to use the percent here uh, to sum up the quantity. That's why it is necessary to use, so that we can sum up it by 1. Okay, so we are going to check here the new quantity now, that the new quantity is coming fine here. Okay, now I'm going to refresh it once again, and if I click on plus sign, then 2 must come. Yes, 2 is coming, so it's working fine. So in the same way, we are going to add the fa minus, okay, in which we are going to subtract the quantity. Okay, here I'm going to use the fa minus. In case of fa minus, we are going to subtract it by 1. Okay, so here also we will check the quantity, the quantity, it is reducing or not. But here let's check, see, it is reducing to 0, but see, we can't reduce 1. It's the minimum quantity must be 1. Okay, if the quantity is less than or equal to 1, then we are going to alert the message like item quantity must be 1 or greater. Okay, so like after getting the quantity here, we will add one check here, check quantity is at least 1. Okay, here this check is required. This is the main check that we must require here. Okay, here I'm going to take the quantity. Here quantity is if less than or equal to 1, then in this case we are going to alert the message here item quantity, uh, item quantity must be 1 or greater, must be 1 or greater. And here I'm going to just will add it like this and return false. Okay, then it will not run further. Okay, so now I'm going to see, like if I will try to reduce it, then it is saying item quantity must be 1 or greater, so that you can't reduce it to 0. Okay, so if it is actually 2, I'm going to update it to 2, then we can reduce it to 1. Okay, so don't worry this case, like if we will increment it to 2, okay, so when we will decrement it to 1, then this alert must not come here. Okay, so you can see right now that if we will subtract it, then it is still saying that item quantity must be 1 or greater. But don't worry, we are going to refresh this part when we will update via Ajax, so that this case will not happen at all. Okay, so we will move further now. Here one other than the quantity, we require one more thing. Okay, I'm going to remove this one now. And here this condition is if condition, we will come out of the if condition. Here we are going to like variable cat id dollar this, we are going to get it the card id, sorry, not the cat here card id. We are going to get the card id here, data card id. Here we will get the card id, and now we are going to start the Ajax coding dollar Ajax. Okay, so that we can pass this data to the Ajax. We will create the route as well, so the data that we are going to pass via Ajax. Okay, so first one is the card id. Okay, and then the quantity as well, quantity, the new quantity that we have just add up or subtract. Okay, that is the new quantity. And the url we are going to make the url update card item quantity. So any kind of url, you can select your own url as well. Okay, and here the type as post. So here success function, uh, okay, success function response. Here we are going to alert the response here. Okay, and here the error function will come up, error function. So here we will alert the error function as well if in case any error comes. So we are going to create the route now, post route. Okay, and this one is your route we have created its url. Okay, now we are going to create this route. in front here, and here like we will comment update card item quantity route, okay, quantity like this, and post route we are going to write here, and its URL this one, products controller, product controller, in fact, okay, you know the different way of getting the route if you want to create, okay, so that I have also explained you earlier in one of the video, that you can also do in that way if you want to do, otherwise it is okay, both the ways will work. Update card item quantity, okay, update item quantity. So we are going to create this function in product controller. We are going to create this function, and we will get their public function update card quantity. Here we will get the data from Ajax, okay, here we are going to get the data from Ajax dollar request Ajax, whatever data we are sending via Ajax, here we are going to receive that data, and we will print first of all just to debug that, okay, we'll get here and we'll print it first of all to make sure that all the data that we require must come here, okay, updated quantity must come here, that we want to update to the card item, okay, so here the data must come up, let's see, okay. So now I'm going to refresh here, we'll open the console as one as well, because the error may come, okay, so that's why we will click right click and click on inspect, and then we'll open this one. And now if I will click on plus to quantity, and oh, some error has come, let's see what the error. Okay, so CSRF token is not coming because we have not added it in VRJAX like we have added for others. Here this token is required, so this one we are also going to add here as well. So I'm going to refresh it and we'll try again, and also I'm going to remove that alert is not required, okay, I'm going to remove that. Okay, so now I'm going to refresh it once again, and we'll see if we able to sum up, add the another quantity, we will sum up the quantity if we increase the quantity, okay. So let's see, like if I want to increase the quantity to 2, we'll click on plus, 2 will come, yes, card ID is 10 and quantity is 2, so the correct data is coming up here, you can also check the correct data is coming up, so that data we require. So I'm going to add more products now, like I'm going to add another t-shirt now, I'm going to add the red t-shirt now, and I'm going to add here, suppose 3 quantity of medium size, I'm going to add it, and here I'm going to the card now, and you can see now we have the two products. I will do it like this, and I will close everything, clean everything, and now if I want to reduce this time, reduce the quantity to 2, let's see, I'm going to reduce it to 2. Yes, it reduced to 2, and here card item is 11 this time, and the quantity is 2, we want now the 2 quantity, so it's working fine up till here. Okay, so in next video we will update the quantity in our table, in the our cars table, and we'll refresh only this part, okay, and this part, so that we can show the correct total here, as well as the subtotal as well as the grand total, okay, without refreshing of the page. So we will continue in the next video as well, so please stay tuned in the next video so that we can finish this update uh, card item quantity feature, okay. So that's all for now, have a nice time, goodbye.